Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create login and registration system using HTML and CSS. So we are going to create basically a login and registration form. So let's go. Here you can see I have added a folder here. So here I'm going to create the new file. Let's name it as login.html, and we're going to create another file for the registration. So here we are going to say register, okay, register.html. So we have two HTML file. Now we can actually create a CSS file. So let's go create CSS file. So I will say style.css, okay, or we can actually say here my style, okay, my style.css, and we have the CSS also. So here first of all let's go for the login. Here we have to say HTML at first and press tab. It will create basic structure for you, and in the body we need a form, right? So I'm going to say here form, and it will create a form. So we need two field, and that is two input field, let's say. So first one is type will be, let's say, text. So if you want to log in through email and password, so you can actually give here type would be email, okay, and name it should be email, let's say. And here you can use let's say any placeholder inside input. So placeholder basically show a dummy text that what you are going to actually enter here, okay, I mean email or password or what. Or on the other hand, you can do is you can use here div, and here you can actually use label, okay. Then you can keep this input field inside the div, and here in the label you can say that, okay, enter email here, email here, and you can create another div. So let's copy this, let's paste it here. Here you can say enter password here, okay, password here. So it should be password, and name also password. So here in the name you can give here any name, and you can also use placeholder also, that enter email here. It's up to you. You can say here password, okay. Now let's go and check how it's look like. So we are going to open it in a browser, and here you can see we have email here and password. There is no space and no style, right? So we are going to add here a style, but before that we need to add here a button for the login. So let's add one more button. So I can actually copy this div here. We may use here a button directly, or maybe we can actually say here that type would be button, okay, or maybe submit, let's say submit, and name also submit, let's say. And here instead of placeholder you have to give value, and we don't need label here because we can actually get the value. I mean we can see that what is this button is all about, okay. So this is for the login, let's say. So we can actually say here log in, and let's create another div here, so that we can actually show here one more option, that are you registered yet, then go for registration, okay. So here we are going to say that here we are going to add anchor link, and here we are going to say register, and here we are going to add a label. So I'll say label, and we'll say here that go for registration, okay, registration. Now let's go and recheck once again, and here you can see we have the option login and go for registration, and through this button we can go for the registration, right? Okay, so now let's go for the style, because now it's look awkward. So let's go give here style. So we will go for the mystyle.css, but before that we are going to include mystyle.css in the HTML file. So here we have to say link, and in the reference we have to say the file name. So the file is inside the same folder, so we don't have to mention here any folder name. We just have to say my style. Okay, my style, yes, dot css. That's it, guys. Now let's go for the my style, and here we're going to give some class. So in the form we need method, and that is post. So when you submit email and password, so these are actually server side things, right? So you need to add here post method. Otherwise, if you use here get method, all the email field and password field value will be shown in the URL. So this is not good, right? Okay, so use here method post, and then you have to give here action that where it will actually go. So we have no action currently. I mean, we are not going to work for the backend. This is just for the front end, I mean the design purpose. Okay, so here you can see action is nothing, hash, and we are going to give it a class, and let's name it as login for. And let's copy this. Let's go to the mystyle.css, and here we are going to access this class, and we are going to say that okay, margin we want to use, and that is, let's say 200 pixel, and padding also we want to use, let's say 10 pixel. Now let's go and check how it's look like. Here you can see these are little bit in center, right? That margin top will be, let's say, so maybe 800 pixel, let's say, and margin left also 800 pixel. If I refresh, here you can see, so maybe we can actually say here that 500. Refresh. Now here you can see, and we can actually give here left will be, let's say, 1000. All right, so it's now in the center. Done. Now here you can see enter email here, and they are actually not same way. So here we are going to actually break the line, so we can actually add here br. So let's add br here. Here we are going to add br. If I refresh, now here you can see enter your email here, then password. Okay, so we can actually add br here and here also. If I refresh, now here you can see enter your email here, and okay, fine. Now if I say login form label, if I say here that okay, I want to now go for the login form label, okay, and I want to change the background color, let's say gray, and I want a little padding of, let's say, 5 pixel. And now if I refresh, now here you can see it's like this. And now let's go for the field also. So here I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it once again, and here we're going to say all the input fields. Okay, and here we're going to say background color. We don't need the background color, but we can actually add here paddings. Okay, so here you can see padding. Maybe we can actually use here 15 pixel padding. Okay, now it's look good, right? You can keep here background color, but yeah, this is not necessary. And after login we need some space, so we can actually add here br, okay, break, to create little space. So go for registration and go for the registration. So we can actually change the style from this label, because we don't want to show here any color, so we are going to say here that only the color would be, let's say, red, okay, or green, let's say. So here we'll say green, but the background color will be let's say white. Okay, refresh. Here you can see go for registration, and we have register, and then it will actually go for the register option, I mean register page. Okay, here in this page, so we are going to say here that okay, go for the register.html. Now if I refresh and if I click here register, it will go for the register. So we have nothing in the register, that's why it's like this. So now we can actually give here email and password, and if we click on login, then it will be go for the next page, right? Okay, so now let's go for the registration. So we are going to keep everything from here. So I'm going to copy this and go for the registration file and paste it here, and we need to add here, let's say, email password. Then here the button will be for the register. Okay, register, and use here login like this, and here you just have to change the path, and that is log in.html. That's it. Fine. And now refresh. Let's go for the registration, and here you can see this is same as the login page, but here we have registered, right? So maybe we need some field. Let's say you need name also, so you can actually copy this and add it here. Let's say for the name, so it would be text and it would be name. It would be name here, and let's say enter name in name. Let's say your name here. Okay, if I refresh, now here you can see enter your name here, then email, then password, then register, and then let's say you want to go for the login, so click here login, and it will actually take you to the login page. So that's it, guys. This is very simple. I hope you understand. Basically design up to you, so you can give here any design, any color. Okay, you can add here hover effect also. Let's say I want to add here in the register button a hover effect, so I can actually give it a class. Let's say I'll say register button register. So we have added the link for the style sheet. So let's go here and sorry, what is the class name? Have class name register, right? So let's add it here, and here we are going to add a hover effect, right? So we can actually say here colon hover. Okay, so now we hover on it. Let's say I want to change the background color to, let's say, green. So now if I refresh, now let's say I want to go for the registration, and here you can see when I hover on the register button, it turns into green. So it's up to you guys. Actually, you can give here background color, you can use here background image. Hope you understand. If this video is helpful for you, please make sure to give a like, okay, and subscribe this channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching.